This is King of Fighters 2001, the game in the King of Fighters 2001 series that was most heavily influenced by domestic input. I selected Foxy, who Duberman openly scammed in his youth, as the initial character for 2001. This character was so overpowered that when Angamine invited top Japanese players for matches, both countries agreed to ban him as a character. Lee Jin-ju's presence, though unknown at the time, may have contributed to Korea's landslide victory. Since this version lets you freely choose your entry and striker, I started the video based on the most commonly used 2-2 entry lineup. This is Foxy's main special move, the crouching B. Even while crouching, B's reach is longer than most characters. But just having a long reach doesn't make it good. Foxy has something special about it. As you can see now, of course, the crouching B only hits once. But if you input C or D with the right timing after pressing B, it turns into a 2-hit basic attack. Additionally, the second hit is an unblockable move. Even if the damage isn't great, the big advantage is that you can use an unblockable basic attack. So if it looks like the opponent will get hit by the low B, they have no choice but to use a bar of meter for a guard cancel. If you think about trading a basic attack for a bar of meter, you can gain a huge advantage. Next is another main basic move, the low A. For big-bodied characters, you can land up to 5 hits, but typically 4 with this basic move that combos into low B. Low A comes out in 3 frames, so it's pretty fast, and if you follow up with the unblockable low B technique, your opponent can't guard it even if they react quickly. Just like before, the only way to avoid this is with a guard cancel, so you can get a huge advantage. The 2000 damage excludes guard cancel and CD damage, making it even more beneficial for Foxy. Next is the strongest jump attack ever. It activates quickly and has excellent hitboxes. Honestly, if you just use the jump back, it's like you've put up a safe shield in the air. It can overpower most basic moves. Foxy's powerful kicks can overwhelm any basic attacks from a distance. Even without a kicking motion, it has an active hitbox showcasing its exceptional performance. It can even shatter Core's powerful upper basic moves with ease. Although challenging, Jumped In can be used for cross-up attacks. However, when Foxy's Jumped In hits the opponent, their stun recovers quickly. So to land a combo, you really need to hit at the lowest possible point. However, when it's guarded, it gives similar guard stun to that of regular characters. Pokshin's overpowered basic moves allow him to bypass opponents' guards using unblockable techniques. When these land, they deal significant damage. Coupled with his high-performance jump D, Pokshin can dominate the game solo. Next is the CD attack. As a CD attack, it's inherently slow, yet surprisingly effective. Most characters' CD attacks knock the opponent away, but they can still tech roll. However, Foxy's CD not only knocks the opponent away, but also forces them into a hard knockdown. Since this move can't be tech rolled and pushes the opponent very far, it's great for cornering them. When the opponent is trapped in the corner like this and has no meter, they have no choice but to block Foxy's unblockable setups. When the CD hits, it deals damage and bounces the opponent off the wall, allowing for follow-up attacks. Of course, the opponent who is bounced will take additional hits. The motion is the same as the jump CD and the following one. Honestly, if you don't listen to the voice, it's hard to tell what's what. Pushing into the corner during exploration reveals a bug with the low attack second hit, but there's an even crazier bug as well. If you time the low B just right with the opponent's wake up, it's unblockable even if it's not the second hit. For unblockable normals, the gold attack makes a metallic sound, while the regular B makes a crackling sound. Next are Pochi's special moves, and there are a total of 4. There are 7 metal and mineral types for attacks, and 7 cycles and types for defense. Special moves can be cancelled from basic moves and linked from light basic moves. So, in the case of offensive special moves, they're used to close the distance after a low poke. Of course, after a special move, normal moves can also be cancelled in smoothly. Huangbull can also be cancelled from basic moves, and it can be cancelled from Gumsock as well. In other words, special moves are not used on their own, they're used for combos. Now, let's look at Bang Young's unique techniques. It's a special move that can guard against even unblockable attacks, but honestly, it's not used very often. This is Brand New Me, the move that turned him into the ultimate banned character. The motion visibly demonstrates its incredible reach. The invincibility is so reliable that you can use it casually and still win nearly every time. I've never seen a character with a better anti-air move than this in any fighting game. Ryu, Ken, and Hoshi can dodge projectiles with Shoryuken after a spot. You can also easily dodge incoming projectiles like this. Surprisingly, you can even dodge the second character's ground-traveling projectile. I've seen a lot of super armor moves, but there was never anything this blatantly invincible. It also deals with the opponent's side attacks extremely easily, and it's terrifyingly effective, even hitting opponents who land quite far away. From this perspective, no matter what kind of jump attack the opponent does, there's nothing to be afraid of, nothing at all. Next is another broken characters, the Tree of Wisdom, a technology. The sliding distance varies depending on the strength. Sliding, of course, has a break judgment, and if it's strong, even though it's a forward-moving technique, a delayed cancel is virtually impossible. You saw that the stiffness is released almost at the same time, right? There's a problem with making the after delay of a forward-moving technique this short. Additionally, another aspect of this technique, another strength, is the gauge. The supply volume is enormous, it's overwhelming. With just about 3 hits, you can complete a whole line. This is the derivative machine, Baryon. Sliding. You can use it before it makes contact. Interestingly, if you use this, the lower follow-up becomes a mid-attack. Due to the fast motion, you can use it to throw mix-up quizzes at your opponent. Next is the Tree of Beginning, a move used for combos. The motion is so unimpressive that you can't even tell if it's a special move or a basic attack, but its performance is really good. This move also, in fact, has almost no delay. It's impossible to catch. You can see it, as I mentioned earlier, even if you can't catch the delay, using the method doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Usually, canceling from a special move connects. Now, using it is the derivative device, Noah's Memory, which greatly enhances the performance of this technology. In the field, you just use it like you're landing one more hit, but it's different in the corner. When the opponent gets hit by the derivative device, they get lifted slightly, and that's when you can land an extra hit. The extra hit is usually finished with an anti-air move. But if you input the follow-up move too quickly from the starting tree, it will be cancelled before the first hit registers. Another follow-up move is the Sevenfold Star. It's about guarding in the middle, probably to block guard cancel CD. In 2001, guard cancel damage doesn't exist, so not standing up makes no difference. Next is Foxy's special move, Unicorn's Horn. This move itself does no damage at all, but when it hits, it stuns the opponent. When I first saw it, I wondered what kind of move this was, but it's actually pretty useful. Using it so openly makes the casting time too long, allowing for immediate counterattacks. But if you use it as a setup, you can see its outstanding performance. You can see that the stagger from the skill is released really quickly first. So by using this difference in stagger, you can score a goal with the low pin unblockable technique. Honestly, as a zoning projectile, it's not really worth rating because it's so average, but is there a better projectile than this for setting up pressure? If it hits in the air, it causes the opponent to be stunned in the air. What's interesting about this move is that if it hits from a distance, you can hit the opponent remotely. The damage varies depending on the type of attack you use. There are 2 recommended attack methods when you land a hit from a distance. You can either use Darren to deal big damage while closing the distance, or you can use Daigi's Longing, which is usually just a movement skill, to also deal big damage. Next is Foxy's ultimate skill, Bekyo Ilshi. As a member of the global conglomerate Nest, she seems to like big corporations, shouting out E-Mart shopping. If you just use it, it's a Namu-style move, but there are derived techniques that allow you to use this skill for mind games as well. The Tree of Wisdom and the Moon's Subtle Grace. It's used as a fire-based technique. Of course, its performance is even better. What is the Tree of Wisdom that's used as a fire-based technique? The combo starts with a low attack, followed by a mid attack. If the last mid attack misses, an extra hit can be added. If Beiji reaches 3 hits, you can cancel the special move and use it again. The charged special move version is also, of course, a mid attack, and you can add an extra hit. It's a really golden special move. Next is Foxy's next special move, Prayer of the Exploding Star. Whether it's the damage or the number of hits, the range is strange, but this move is used in the air. Since there's no one to take the hit when you use it as a counter, you'll need a different technique. First, make the opponent crouch, then use it by canceling into an overhead attack. It might not deal as much damage as a counter, but it's good to use when the opponent's health is low enough. The next move is Foxy's self-destruct special move, Honeybee. If it hits, it always draws, but even if you're just grabbed, Foxy self-destructs alone. If dodged, Foxy crashes into the wall and self-destructs alone. That's all I have prepared. While organizing Foxy this time, I couldn't believe there was a character like this. Seeing that Foxy definitely has the kind of performance that would get a character banned from tournaments, I understood why Hwabakeman always picked this one. This is definitely a very lacking analysis video for high-level players. I still put a lot of effort into making this. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.